So you'll start off by asking, how did you get a start in MMA?
So I don't know. I kind of used to fight back in school. I That's pretty much how it started. I wrestled a little in high school, and I used to fight back in school. And then just one day, my friend invited me to a gym, and ever since, I've been doing it.
Is that the boxing gym, the a family
Yeah,
affair?
family for
Um,
boxing.
One of our writers, Jeff, wanted me to ask you: do you train all your MMA at a family affair, or do you go to any other gyms?
No, it's just pure family for boxing. We do MMA there. It's called the family for boxing, but we do MMA there, jiu-jitsu and boxing.
That's good. What's your like wrestling and ground credentials like jiu-jitsu wrestling? How are you on the ground?
I feel like I'm good. I feel like I'm good enough to defend myself. I feel more comfortable standing, obviously. That's how most of my fights. But I also feel comfortable if we go to a ground to be able to do what I got to do.
I, I was watching. I think was it your last fight, and you tried a Showtime kick in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, big smile afterwards. One thing I did notice is that on the feet you're very, fluid. You're very comfortable. You seem to, be very, very happy on the feet.
Yeah, yeah. And I just love, I don't know. Like I said, I grew up fighting, and a lot of street fights are always like just on your feet, So it's just what I'm used to doing.
The You did have was it the Mendoza fight? You dropped him
Yeah.
and then ended up submitting him as well. You showed some quite slick jiu-jitsu in there. The submission was in really fast, and it was a really nice scramble as well to get to it. Is jiu-jitsu and wrestling something that you want to be able to be good enough on the ground to work towards submissions, or is it more just defensively and you want to keep fights on the feet?
I like to do more submissions because sometimes when I watch my videos, I can see an opening where I could have done something, but in the moment I didn't see. And I want to get to the point where I could just see something and do it right away.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to work on.
What belt are you in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
I don't have a belt. I So a family affair just teamed up with Royce Gracie Jiu Jitsu,
It's not bad.
and yeah, so he's we've been going at it with him for about 2 months, I believe now, 3 months around there, and no belts yet. He just pretty much we just get a lot of basic movement in, try to get all the fundamentals down to where we feel comfortable, and then from there we'll start moving up.
Um, well, going on from that, then your next fight is a title fight, isn't it? On
Yeah,
Saturday. How how does it feel? Not only fighting for the title, but on the first ever US sanctioned bare knuckle MMA card. That's a big deal.
it feels good. It feels really good. This is my first title fight. This is my first title fight offering, and I've been fighting for about a year now, so it feels good to get that type of opportunity, especially in first ever sanctioned bare knuckle MMA, because it'll have a lot of eyes on it, so
Oh yeah.
it'll be good.
Is bare knuckle MMA something you'd ever try in the future, or you ever
Uh,
want to give it a go?
Maybe just to try it, but I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit extreme. It's a bit brutal.
It is, it is, and then I feel like it just messes up your hands and just. I know like they wrap you, but they only go like underneath the knuckle, and I just feel like it's not the smartest move for like your prolonged career, if
Hmm.
that makes sense. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like
yeah. You've had a boxing fight as well? Is that an amateur boxing fight or professional?
that was amateur. I had an
Is
amateur boxing.
boxing something that you want to do any more of, or try get any more fights there?
Oh yeah, I mean, at a family for boxing, me and a lot of other fighters like to take any fight. We take boxing. I haven't done no Muay Thai, but we have fighters at the gym that take Muay Thai fights and MMA fights. And I feel like as an amateur, it's good to take a bunch of fights, do a bunch of things, because you pretty much expand your horizon and you get a feel for everything.
The Would you ever try a Muay Thai fight or a kickboxing fight? Because watching your style,
Oh yeah.
you've got really you've got a good Muay Thai style as well. You've got some really nice kicks to the body, and is Muay Thai something you try out as well if you got the opportunity?
Oh yeah, the opportunity came. I most definitely try Muay Thai. I think it's a really good stand-up fight. I like it more than kickboxing, honestly. I just love the knees, the owls, the way just Muay Thai is in general. I think it's beautiful, but I'd also like to try kickboxing.
Oh, 2 seconds. I had something else there that it's just slipped my mind. It's in my notes. Yeah, is being amateur then it was going pro something that you're looking to do soon, or are you wanting to try and build up your record as an amateur and develop some more as a fighter?
Yeah, I like to develop first as a fighter. See what my coaches say. How I'm progressing. Get a couple more wins. Not even if I just win this one title fight. I've only been fighting for about a year. So I wanna make sure that I'm fully ready for when I say that I'm professional.
Do you think 145's where you're going to stay, or do you think you'll maybe go up or down?
I'm sorry?
Do you think the weight class is 145 you fight at?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
at lightweight, or do you think you'll go down to bantamweight anytime?
No, bantamweight. The title fight is at bantamweight. I usually fight bantamweight. Yeah, it's just we couldn't find anyone the last fight, and I fought 145 before. My first MMA fight was actually 145. I take any fight as long as see that me and the guy are pretty equivalent. Like this guy was 2-2. I felt like we were around the same. And
Your was it your last fight? I think I can't remember the name, but the guy was a jiu-jitsu guy. I think came in, got tired towards the end. Was that a big alert? Because he came out fast. He came out looking to land hard, take your legs off, and was that a big learning curve and trying to weather the storm and then see it out, or were you trying to do the same thing?
kind of. I mean, it was kind of a learning curve. It was something I was expecting. I knew he kind of wanted to take my legs from underneath, try to get me to the ground, and he was trying to land hard. So I kind of I breathed through the process and just took it step by step. And then once I saw an opportunity, I went for it.
The one thing I noticed about the Mendoza fight is in the first round, he seemed to get the better of the grappling. But in the second round, the minute you got a hold of him, in terms of you got his neck, he tried to throw you off, and you hung on. It looked like you'd got, as you got more comfortable in the fight, it looked like your grappling was improving as well against someone that was known for grappling.
Yeah. Well, it was just pretty much a thing in between rounds where my coach told me, as soon as he goes for you, take his back. He's giving you your back the whole time. Just go for it. And I noticed it. I kept it in my head when he told me it. And when he was low trying to go for a single leg, I noticed I could just step around and take his back like nothing. So I just kept that in mind what my coach told me in between rounds.
One thing I did notice, I can't remember the word for it. What style is it that you're listed under?
Putazos. That's it's just a Mexican word, honestly. In Spanish, where you bang pretty much is what it is.
I googled it, and it was the best description I could find was something like you hit hard, you get hit hard, and you try and hit harder or something.
Yeah, it was. I remember that hearing the commentators Google it. I think the definition was throwing punches, trying to inflict maximum pain and damage, something like that.
I mean, it's a great style for people to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all I've got for you today.
Yeah, no, sounds good. I appreciate everything, man.
Thanks for the time. Again, sorry about the late to get in the interview and having to postpone once or twice, but it was good to get to hear from you.
Oh, no, it's okay. I know things get busy. I work, you work, different time zones, but I appreciate the interview, man. It really means a lot. Thank you.
It's all good, mate. I wish you luck on Saturday, and I'll be watching for you.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you later.